Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. I've got uranium. We're going to talk about uranium. Got some information from Twitter. We're going to kind of see what they're talking about. I'll go over some data with the interest in uranium that it's gathering. We've got some data there in terms of how many tweets and whatnot on Twitter that people are searching for uranium type things. And we'll dive right in here. So let's dive in, see what we got. So we've got Quakes. I got a lot of Quakes information here. Russia's aggression in Ukraine adds urgency for the United States to reduce its dependency on imported uranium and invest in domestic suppliers that could help power the next generation of nuclear plants. So we've got that going with the energy security in the United States and them potentially adding some investments to U.S. Uranium producers. We've got Paladin Energy announces that it has received a uranium sales tender award to supply uranium concentrates to a subsidiary of U.S. nuclear utility Duke Energy of up to 2.1 million pounds over a 6-year period starting in 2024, signaling a strengthening uranium market. Yes, it does. I do have a little bit in Paladin. I did break down and buy some. But yeah. Investors keep piling into North Shore Global Uranium Mining ETF, URNM. And they're also piling into Global X Uranium, URA, on the New York Stock Exchange, with URNM adding another 650,000 units and URA adding 820,000 units, pushing units for both to new all-time highs with combined AUM of almost $3 billion. That's a lot of money. We've got John Hinster. He's on Twitter. He's jumping on the uranium to gold ratio. I like it. I like it. Why? Because this is how I value things. It says uranium outperforming gold. He's got the nice U-shape bottom. We've got another one. That's the one that I drew coming in to squeeze on up to the corner. We got support from the, we'll call it the U bottom. And we are launching higher. We've got a little bit of resistance right where we're sitting, and we're about to launch to the upside, up all the way to the moon. So from a charting perspective, this thing could move dramatically against gold, outperforming gold at the same time that gold is increasing in price. So I see uranium outperforming many different assets going forward here, and we could be at any second a large move higher. Moving up to the top here, it says CGN Mining announces completion of $800 million capital increase to be used as WC and for acquisition of uranium resource projects. So they're looking for uranium resource projects. I think that they're probably going to be looking in the Africa region, and they are cashed up in order to do some buy-in. Smart move, in my opinion. Get it before it moves. Frank says, we should be on the brink of a uranium explosion. There is no turning back here. It is only a matter of time before this is recognized in the mainstream. It is, in my opinion, a question of when and not if. Really crass, buckle up. And this is it. It says, I echo Quake's comment on this interview. It covers a lot on the current. So they're talking about a potential move that could happen very soon. I agree with it. The charts are telling us that. So it's looking very, very interesting. Uranium Royalty Corp acquires additional royalty on the Lance Uranium Project in Wyoming. The Lance Uranium Project is owned by Peninsula Energy. It looks like they got a little stake or royalty from it. Moving back on up here. This is a pause in the rotation of real assets. This was released. ARC is down 30%, QQQ, TLT, Ethereum, Bitcoin still down, platinum up, gold, silver, oil, and uranium. And these have been outperforming recently versus these guys. We've gotten a little bit of a pullback. But I think we are going to absolutely rip it at some point here soon. Oil's got the Strategic Petroleum Reserve release, trying to hold that thing down. They know that they can't hold it down for long, but they're trying their best to hold it down. Uranium's about to roll, and gold's about to roll. So I think all of these are going to take off and outperform vastly these other guys as they start to roll back over. We've got uranium stocks. Australian uranium companies Deep Yellow and Vimy Resources agreed to merge. Deep Yellow will acquire 100% of Vimy's shares. This brings together complementary asset bases, including Mulga Rock Uranium Project and the Tumaeus project in Namibia. So Deep Yellow's buying Vimy. They're going to merge, and I think that's good. It's early in this bull market. India going into beast mode to incorporate pound nuclear energy. This is the first time that the government had approved the construction of 10 nuclear power reactors at a time with an aim to reduce cost and speed up construction time. So they're running towards nuclear. That is a very smart thing. And I think the entire world's going to realize that nuclear is the superior fuel, the cleanest, safest, cheapest energy source on the planet. And they'll find that out eventually. And guess what? We'll be sitting in our investments waiting for it. Here's UK's government is in the talks with the last energy linked to Elon Musk to build hundreds of mini nuclear reactors, smaller than competitor Rolls-Royce, factory prefabricated for lorry transport to site. Forecast to cost $50 million per small modular reactor unit. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool to have these small modular reactors. I think they'll probably work pretty good. Looking up here, okay, we got Germans are now decisively for nuclear energy to reach EU carbon neutrality goals. I don't know if that's a April Fool's joke, but yeah, we'll see. Yeehaw! Spot uranium has started off Q2 with a bang, as U.S. nuclear fuel brokers Evo Markets reports a $1.38 spike to $59.50 a pound, closely followed by uranium markets with a $1 jump to $59.25. UK's Numerico up 62 cents to 58.62 to begin April trading. Here is some of the information on the sum of pound uranium tweets favorited per day. It looks like we are in an uptrend, a slow uptrend at this time. This will go vertical. So looking at the sum of uranium tweets per day and retweets, this will move up quite dramatically over time. It's just another way to gauge some of this information here. So here's another one. It says carbon credits will go down in history as one of the biggest Ponzi schemes of all time. That's not stupidity, that's fraud. I hope that's the case. I think carbon credits are stupid. I don't support them in any means, and to release a little bit of carbon for the survival of humans, I think is much more moral and ethical than it would be to have humans go into an energy shortage, starve to death, because we don't want emissions for a world that is supposed to be for, I guess, humans. But that's what I've got for today, guys. That's the information I have, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like the content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And again, check out my website. Join the Platinum membership. We do weekly meetings on question and answers. And I also have a bunch of information there for financial education. And you can see my portfolio. You can see some stocks that I fancy with charting. And you guys can get all the insider information from myself on what I'm doing. All right, guys. We'll see you next time. This is Finding Value.